everybody! Sagonga the Panda here!
I don't know who I am anymore.
And this is the Serena Azurean. We're going to be doing a tier list of all the movies and shows we saw in May of 2026. But first, an announcement. I know we've been watching a lot of movies over the range of ages, but I think we're going to try to focus a little more on recent movies that we missed in the past decade. So the last 6.5 years, from 2020 to now, those are the movies I'm going to try to focus on, other than a few cleanup movies we didn't get to finish last month. So look forward to that for the next tier list at the start of next month. We're going to be focusing on a lot of the movies that slipped by us, whether we didn't get to see them in theaters or one of us didn't see them. We're going to try to watch those. All right, so look forward to that.
I will. All right, thank you, everybody. Have a good night.
So on to the tier list for May. We've already covered the first two in a separate video, which I'll also link in the description. The first one is Mortal Kombat 2. So, what did you think of the movie?
Mortal 2 Kombat. I enjoyed it. I saw the first one in theaters when it came out. Can't believe it's been 5 years. It was a long hiatus.
I had not, as I previously mentioned, I had not seen the original movie.
Yeah, you definitely benefit from quite a bit.
Previous movie.
Yeah. I enjoyed the first one, but it was definitely kind of lackluster because it was just a prequel to the tournament.
Yes.
And it focused on a character that was not in the games.
Cole Young.
Yeah, and that was a weird choice. This movie, he's back, but he's no longer the focal point. It's back to being Johnny Cage.
Yeah, he is just a member of the group and not focused on at all as far as being the protagonist. It is Johnny Cage's time to shine.
I like that they didn't just throw him away, though. Even if I wasn't crazy about his inclusion, I'm happy that he wasn't just treated like garbage.
Yeah. So where were we ranking Mortal Kombat 2?
Let's see here. Get back to the list. Mortal Kombat 2, for me, it lacked just a little bit of oomph, so I would say it's a solid B movie.
Yeah, I agree to that.
Yeah. It doesn't mean it was bad. I liked it a lot, and I would watch it again.
I'd say a B+ if we had the extra rankings. All right, so next we also saw The Sheep Detectives. The Sheep Detectives. And this was a real treat. I hope you all took our advice from our last review of this to go see it. It is definitely worth checking out. I did not specify in that previous video, but I don't know if it's necessarily something you want to take little kids to, as much as you might think. Oh, it's about cute sheep being a detective. They're solving murder.
Yeah, they are solving a murder, but it's not a bloody murder. It does not happen on screen.
It's still one of those things where it can be a little hard to. I would think it'd be a little hard to bring a kid to a movie where the focus is on death and the passing of people you love.
Yeah, it's good for them. Builds character.
There's also the whole religious angle. If you're religious, being sheep, they don't get religion, so they have a few choice words about religion in there. But otherwise, it is a really great mystery story. Definitely, as we previously stated, great movie in the lines of the Knives Out movies. So if you like the Knives Out franchise and you like sheep, you definitely need to see this movie. So where are we ranking? Thank you. Where are we ranking The Sheep Detectives?
I thought The Sheep Detectives was a solid movie, well put together. I actually think you could bring your kids. They just need to understand about death. But if they've ever watched a Disney movie, an old school Disney movie, they're familiar with death. Maybe not the new ones so much, but the old ones very much so.
Well, we're gonna find out about those newer Disney movies hopefully this month.
I would say I want to say it's an A movie.
Okay.
I enjoyed it. It was one of the most satisfying experiences I've had in the cinema in years.
Wow. Okay, and only an A then with that remark. Interesting.
Yeah, it's still a kids movie. I mean, not exactly.
A family.
It's a family movie.
Family picture. So anyhow, next we have
Whee!
Overboard. Now this one I did not know anything about going in, but I wanted to see this. It caught my attention, and from what I understand, it is either a remake or a retelling of this kind of story. But basically, Anna Faris is this woman, is mother of three, who is a single mother who is down on her luck, and she happens upon this really rich, privileged guy who ends up losing his memory by some chance of fate, and she kind of basically gets him to think that he's her husband.
Yeah, she takes advantage of the situation,
And that they kind of develop a relationship, and it is a really really interesting movie. As long as you can get over the whole web of lies thing. I know some people can get a little annoyed by the liar revealed kind of trope and stuff.
it's
But
definitely overused.
But at the same time, I feel like this movie handled it rather well. Also, amnesia is another big thing that some people might have issue
what
with.
did you say was a big thing?
So as long as you can get past those two things, I think this is a very enjoyable movie. I was really glad we got to see it. And what do you think to rank this one?
I thought it was a lot of fun. But it is, the standard trope of it's a silly premise. It's difficult to believe that all these things would have been able to come together to make this situation happen. I would say it wasn't. I want to give it. I would give it a C.
Oh,
But
can we bump it up to B?
Yeah, we could bump up to B.
Okay.
The only reason I would say C is just because, like, I
Because
don't
they're
want
out to C.
Yeah. There's a C category. But yeah, it was okay, honestly. Okay.
The next movie we have is The Ratings Game. Also, from what I've heard, also referred to as The Mogul in some territories. I'm not exactly sure. It turns out this was a TV movie. I had no idea going in. This had been in my backlog for the longest time. But love Danny DeVito. This is an early Danny DeVito story with Rhea Perlman in it, who is his wife IRL. But they are characters who didn't know each other and meet in this movie.
I'm just gonna pop the door open for a second.
But the Ratings Game, a very interesting story about this this guy who wants to get into Hollywood and make TV, and nobody wants to give him a shot until he meets Rhea Perlman, and he kind of gets an in on this one studio. It's very much a precursor to UHF.
Yeah,
there is a lot about this movie that feels like UHF.
100%. We kept making that comment.
I actually had to look into it to see which came first, and this actually predated it.
UHF did it better.
Yeah, I was just about to say exactly those words. Like, UHF definitely did it better. I love you, Danny DeVito, but Weird Al knows where it's at with this stuff. A lot of the humor with his character is like the cringe kind of humor. He as the picture here shows, the show he pitches is a single guy ends up joining a sorority, and he's got these two ladies who are his roommates, and because it's a TV show, they fawn all over him. Oh, you're sexy. It's like, no real women would be like that to Danny DeVito. Like, come on. Like, it didn't make any sense in reality. But because it's, this TV show he's pitching, he wrote the story, so these young actresses want the part, so they play along, But anyhow, it is a very interesting premise. Also, early Michael Richards shows up, and a cameo by Jerry Seinfeld.
Yes.
They are not in it, share any scenes, but just it's kind of funny that both of them ended up being in this movie, and then went on to be on Seinfeld together.
Yeah, it's. I thought it was kind of interesting. I like the premise.
Also,
Of
Michael Richardson's in UHF.
Yes, indeed. And I like how, eventually he tries to fix the ratings and to boost his to get the show to be more appealing to
Yeah,
executives.
that's another thing that it's very different from UHF. Weird Al is nothing but above board with his stuff he does. This one, he's not too afraid to get his hands dirty
Can we
and do
mention
things
that this
illegal.
is a made-for-TV movie?
Yes, it was a made-for-TV movie.
Um,
Yes, if you're thinking of putting it in C, I agree.
I would have put it in D.
Ah,
I didn't like it. I'm sorry, Danny
okay.
DeVito. I like the cameos and I like Danny DeVito. It's watchable.
Yeah.
It's a perfectly watchable technical movie.
Okay, next. We have Animal Farm, not the new one that just came out, not the live action one that came out in the 90s. This one is from the 50s, believe it or not. This one came out around, I guess, a decade after the story had come out, so or so, from what I recently heard. But not exactly interested in seeing the new movie, but I wanted to check this one out. The other one from the 90s is the one that we didn't get a chance to see in time, but definitely looking forward to watching that one. But yeah, what did you think of this one?
I really enjoyed the animation. I felt the rules of the animal universe were a little inconsistent, but I appreciated it more for the. I mean, I kind of like the politics of it. Humans are basically evil, so the animals are all like, "Hey, humans are
Down
evil.
with
Let's band
humans.
together." And they basically just kind of become humans.
Well, the pigs. Anyway.
Yeah. They serve this very similar role. Um, I thought it was great. The animation was great. The story was okay.
It's definitely a story of power corrupts, absolute power corrupts absolutely kind of deal.
Yes.
But yeah, it was really interesting to see it done so like such an older movie and done as well as it was, but it definitely had a lot of flaws to it.
There's an S tier. No. I would say it's about on par with the Danny DeVito
Okay,
movie.
I can agree to that.
No hate. It's just
Yeah.
there's better
All right.
movies.
This next one, I kind of have it as a thing. I really want to check out almost every Liam Neeson movie. I can get my paws on. Strangely enough, I've not actually seen the Taken movies. As much as he's been made, he got
really
famous for
good.
being the Taken guy. I've not actually seen Taken. But
I
anyhow,
like
this is the Marksman. In this one, he is a farmer on the Texas, Mexico border, and he ends up coming across this woman and her son who are trying to escape from people trying to kill them by crossing the border, and he vows to protect this little boy and get him to his family in Michigan, I believe it was.
Yeah. Hilarity and
justice comes down to him. kind of a really bare bones tagline there. But in any case,
bare bones movie.
Liam Neeson does a fine job in this. Definitely was a lot more. He had a lot more to do than he did in the other movie we watched, where he was just driving a car the whole movie.
He's just sitting in the car. He's like, I just want to sit in the movie.
He does drive a bunch in this movie still, but
he
does get to do stuff too. So what did you think of it?
I thought it was all right. I mean, I'm always gonna have a soft spot for Liam Neeson, no matter what he does. I am becoming less enamored with his movies, and I realized how incredibly similar a lot of the newer ones are.
I don't blame you on that one.
Some of the movies are like, I feel like I've seen it already, but really it's just so similar to like another one he's done.
That is one of those things where I have to like double check this things with him.
I mean,
did I see this one?
He spent that one movie just sitting the whole movie. Well, anyway, that's always going to be my complaint. I would say, it's what I want to say. This is another C tier.
Okay.
Did not really care for it. I'm sorry, Liam Neeson, you're great. I loved him in Breakfast on Pluto. Oh, we could watch that too.
Someday.
For Pride Month.
Oh, shoot. I didn't even think of that.
Whoops.
But anyhow, next we have Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Now, this is one that I had seen, but Azurean had not.
You gotta read the subtitle as Jeff Goldblum.
Oh, Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom.
This part.
Oh, life finds a way. Yes.
I like this one. Oh,
All
wait,
right.
which one was this?
This is the one with the girl in the mansion and
yeah.
the one she's in the bed and
These games, I mean, these movies are becoming more and more like video games.
yeah, very
or
much.
Video
Yes.
games / horror movies. I feel like every scene is like,
I mean,
okay, when we do the amusement park ride, we could put this in there, and then we could put this, and then this.
I actually don't know if there is an amusement
I don't
park
think
ride,
there
but
is.
maybe there is. I don't know.
It all just
But
looks
I
to me exactly the same
I definitely
as
get where you're going with that. But anyhow, yeah, we had you had said you'd already seen the original Jurassic World as well as the first 3 Jurassic Park movies.
Yes.
So we jumped in with this one. And yeah, like I said, I had seen this one. This is the last Jurassic World movie I had seen prior to us starting to watch these. But yeah.
I liked it. Come on, what is it? It's dinosaurs escape their enclosures and then wreak havoc, to be rounded up by the end of the movie. That's kind of the general formula of all the Jurassic Park movies. This one is a little different towards the end. No spoilers, or maybe spoilers, whatever. Okay, no spoilers.
I cannot think of his name.
Chris Pratt.
No, I was trying to think of the cameo of Leland Stottlemyre guy.
Oh yeah. I forgot.
But yeah, he was great in this, and Toby Jones was great in this. They had small cameos in the movie, but they played their roles well. And yeah, it was great to see BD Wong back.
Yes, he's got to be in every one of them. He's the linchpin that holds the whole franchise together, in my opinion.
So what are we thinking of ranking in Fallen Kingdom?
I feel like every one of these movies, now every one of the Chris Pratt movies is basically just the same movie all over again.
But you said you liked it.
I did like it. It was fun. I would say B.
Okay.
I say, and if there was a B plus, this would be a B minus.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So next we have Mike and Dave need wedding dates. So we wanted to lighten things up from the horror-ish kind of angle of Jurassic World.
People.
But yeah, this one is about 2 brothers who are party animals who are always ruining their family's gatherings. And the parents say, hey, we got this your sister's wedding coming up. You need to bring dates. No coming stag to pick up chicks at this wedding. So they end up finding these 2 gals, and they are party animals themselves.
Yeah, they're just female versions.
Yeah, it was quite the romp. And for it being an Adam Devine movie, he is not his usual completely over the top self the whole movie.
Yeah, he's still crazy.
He still has a little bit of that throughout the film, so it's not like he's totally serious, but like he's definitely like restrained as far as
100%.
His typical.
Yeah. They didn't fully unleash him.
Yeah. And Zac Efron, he did a great job as well.
I
although he was definitely the more grounded of the 2 of them.
100%. He's almost a normal person. Almost, but he has a lot of bad habits, just like his brother.
But anyhow, so what are we thinking? What are we thinking? Did you like the movie?
I mean, I did like it.
Because I know that like Adam Devine's one of those guys that I know you really like his stuff.
Yeah, I have never been disappointed with Adam Devine. I would say though, it's B.
Okay.
It was just kind of, some of it was good and some of it was really unoriginal.
Yeah.
But which is fine. It's fine to be unoriginal, right? But yeah, better movies.
All right, next we have Jurassic World Dominion. This is the first one that I had not seen. This is a really big reunion movie.
Yes, it has.
Where all the main living cast members of Jurassic Park show up.
Kids.
Okay, yes, good point.
They are mentioned at least.
Yes. But anyhow, yes. So the two main love interests there, plus Jeff Goldblum is back, and BD Wong is there again, and we even get a little nod to Nedry there with
Yes, there's some nice Nedry callbacks.
with the guy who hired him showing up as the main antagonist.
Yes, it was nice. It's like, how can we
Dodson's
yeah.
back.
How can we
Very
get some nods?
forgettable character. Very like walk on role for this guy. I think it's the same actor. I would imagine they wouldn't have hired somebody new. But yeah, they got the guy who played Dodson to come return. He was the guy who gave Dennis Nedry the shaving can to put the embryos in.
Yeah, the Barbasol.
The Barbasol can, yes, exactly.
I have a transformer of it.
Oh yeah.
It actually comes with a little can of Barbasol.
But anyhow, what did you think of this movie?
Yeah, I like the dinosaurs running wild.
Yeah, and we got a lot more variety of dinosaurs.
Yes, more variety. We actually got to see how, like, because at the end of the, well, look, there's dinosaurs in the world now.
I think there was even a dinosaur with feathers.
Yes, there was. They had the classic spliced with frog DNA dinosaurs, and they had purebreds where they were all the original DNA. And those dinosaurs had feathers.
With the modern science knowing that they would have had feathers, kind of thing.
In universe, it's just because they didn't have to cut their DNA with anything.
Yes, but out of universe, back when the Jurassic Park was made, they didn't know. We didn't know, but now we do. But anyhow,
it was. I thought it was better than the last one. I would say B, unless you want to C. Or did you want A?
If you put it better than the last one, it's still in B. They're both B.
Oh, it is B. I thought this was it. Okay, on par with the last one. It's slightly, but I don't think it's A tier though.
Okay.
I liked it more than the last one, but yeah, A tier. I try to think of A tier as like, how much would I want to watch it again, or how good was it even without?
Okay, now Into the Woods. Now this is one where you weren't sure you knew this one, but apparently you said
yes.
After watching it, you recognized a lot of it that you'd seen in a stage version.
Yeah, as it progressed, I remember watching it as the stage version as a kid. I thought I had seen it in person, but I think we actually watched a recording of a stage performance in school. I really enjoyed it. I love crossovers.
Yeah.
So even if I'm not familiar with the properties, and that's what this is.
So this one is a little bit similar to oh shoot, what was the name of that show that Disney made where all the Disney stories kind of came together?
Enchanted?
No, I can't remember the name of it. But there was a TV show that kind of had a similar premise where they had various Disney-esque stories coming together. But anyhow, this one, a witch played by Meryl Streep, is the linchpin of the story with Emily Blunt. James Corden is a baker and his wife. Anna Kendrick is basically Cinderella. Chris Pine is a prince longing for love.
She was in that movie on the Vine.
And Johnny Depp is the wolf from Little Red Riding Hood. But
Red Riding Hood.
But yeah, this one mixes together Red Riding Hood, Jack and the Beanstalk, Cinderella, Rapunzel, and I'm actually not sure if the baker and his wife are another story altogether, but they might be the most original part of it. So they're definitely the focus of it. The witch gives the baker and his wife a task in 3 days to get the ingredients for a spell in order to break a curse.
Yes. They have to collect a MacGuffin from each one of the old stories, Disney-esque versions of the stories.
And definitely feel like this did the live action treatment of a lot of these stories better than some of these other live action movies. No hate to the other ones. I definitely think those other ones are okay. But also I wanted to add this one goes on a little long. There was definitely a point where it was like, okay, that's the end of the movie, and then wait, what's that? We still have 20-30 minutes left in this? I did not remember the ending of this movie. when we watched it, I was like, oh my goodness, I had remembered it just ended right here. But anyhow, what are your thoughts on this?
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it as a kid. I liked it as an adult as well. I do feel like I understand, since it's based on a stage play. Very truthfully, the budget is lower, or like
Really?
they cut away from a lot of the things. Like, come on, there's a beanstalk, but we never get to see a giant.
Well, we
Kind
kind of
of,
do, like only
kind of, sort of.
here and there, but
They did it in
yeah,
a very creative way. Um,
yeah, fair enough
uh,
with the
but it
with
should have
that.
been like, I know it's kind of trashy, but I kind of
Also,
would have liked the spectacle.
what's kind of funny is that that's the one like adaptation that never got made is the Jack and the Beanstalk movie.
Okay.
Uh,
I don't know where to put it. I had already seen it. If it was my first time, I would probably say, I don't know. I have to leave this one up to you. I don't really know where to put it. C?
B.
B? Okay.
I know we're putting a lot in B, but next was an interesting one. This is a movie called Pig,
Yes,
which
it is where
stars Nicolas Cage.
as a pig. He
No,
turns
he
out
is.
he's a furry that's had a magical spell put on him.
That would have made a more interesting movie.
What? I thought this movie was incredibly
Oh my
interesting.
goodness. Okay.
I think we're gonna differ quite a bit on this
Okay.
one.
But yeah, this one was a very slow, methodical kind of movie. It is about a lonely guy who lives out in the woods with his little truffle pig, and his pig goes missing. As you can
Yeah.
see in the poster, the pig is absent from the picture, and he spends the movie trying to get his pig back.
Yeah, it kind of feels. I actually thought it was gonna be a John Wick.
Yes, that's exactly where I was expecting it to
it's not.
go.
It just is not. It starts off seeming like it's gonna be, but it just isn't.
So if you go in this expecting it to be John Wick, but with Nicolas Cage, you'll be disappointed.
Yeah. It is one of those movies where it's entirely about the journey.
Yes.
It is not about the finish line. It's not the movie. Yes, he's trying to find the pig, but the movie really is more about how this guy's returning to visiting the life that he used to know. He visits his old home. He meets a few people that recognize him from his previous profession. And he still has a lot of clout, but he's trying to come to terms with how the world's changed without him, and that resonated incredibly strong with me.
Okay.
Especially when he went home and just saw that like his house was different, there's a different person living there. Obviously there would be. He asked what happened to the persimmons tree. My dad used to have pear trees in his backyard, and they don't have pear trees back there anymore.
I did not get that was what was happening there. Okay, now that makes more sense.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it's just the world is so different, and yeah, but there's still some loose ends.
Yes.
And yeah, I thought it was an incredibly touching movie.
Okay.
I enjoyed it quite thoroughly. It is not at all what I thought it was gonna be, but I absolutely love this movie. And when it was over, I went into the other room to cry.
Oh.
Because I went with him on this emotional journey, and I could relate to so much of it. But for me, I absolutely loved it. For me, it's an S tier.
Oh wow.
But I understand Saganko has a very different and a valid opinion. I'm not going to try and diminish it. It's a valid opinion. So if you want me to bump it down a couple, I understand.
That's fine.
Okay, A.
All right, so next was
another Nicolas Cage.
We watched another Nicolas Cage. This was one of his first movies, not his first, but
it is the first one that I had seen.
The oldest movie of his that Azurean had seen. We're gonna watch. We're gonna watch his first ever movie. Brain fart here. Fast Times at Ridgemont High, where he was still going by his birth name of.
Don't dead name him.
Okay. But anyhow, this was very interesting, very drastically different story compared to Pig, where we actually get to see his face. He's like really young in this. Basically, he plays this this convict who's has trouble with recidivism.
Yeah, he just can't stay out of jail. He gets out and goes right back to doing what he used to, basically robbing convenience stores and gas stations.
But yeah, he ends up falling in love with the police photographer.
Yep.
And come to find out, she can't have kids. She's infertile. So they end up deciding to kidnap a baby.
Yeah, there's a couple that just had quintuplets, and they're like, they don't need all those kids. Let's take one of them.
Yep.
And then the movie, and they decide to. It's called Raising Arizona because the last name of the family they took the baby from was Arizona,
Yes.
not by birth. The guy had changed his name for business purposes.
Yes. But in any case, a lot of cameos, a lot of
John Goodman,
a lot of familiar faces in this. So that was kind of neat. I was familiar with the basic premise of a guy who's trying to raise a kidnapped baby and his struggles to do so. But I knew nothing. I didn't know how long it was going to take before they got to the famous scene where he's going out for diapers.
Yeah,
but man, the chase scene for that was really elaborate. I liked that. There's this biker character kind of shows up.
Yeah, the bounty hunter.
It took way too long to get to him. They're teasing him throughout the whole movie. It's like, hey, here he is.
Yeah,
okay, here he is again.
The guy basically Nicolas Cage's character basically dreams him up, but it turns out it just coincidentally aligns with an actual bounty hunter.
But in any case, yeah.
Coolest thing I used to, I loved his motorcycle.
For some reason, there are a lot of promo images for this where it's Nicolas Cage riding the motorcycle. So it looks like he's the crazy biker guy, but it's not. It's similar to those weird ones where they put the actor who's only in it for 5 minutes on the cover, kind of thing. But in any case, yeah, this is quite the hoot. This was Coen brothers movie, and yeah, definitely ranks pretty high for me.
Yeah, one of the Easter eggs. One of the news companies was called KOIN or Co-in.
Yeah.
So I thought that was kind of clever. I enjoyed it. This was one of my favorite movies growing up. You know, a kid, I couldn't fully process it, but it was simple enough that I could understand it. I think it holds up okay. It's a little doesn't quite have that punch that some modern movies have. Well, what do you think?
Okay.
You want 8 here, okay?
Next, we have an interesting one. This was the Netflix live-action adaptation of Mob Psycho 100. So this was a very short series. It did not adapt the full story of Mob Psycho, just basically the first season of the anime. It was a very interesting take. They didn't go like too far overboard, but they didn't hold back too much, in my opinion. Obviously, they could have had a bigger budget and been able to do a bit more with it, but I think for what they had, they did a great job. The only downside for me in general was just the fact that even though the anime is dubbed, this is not. This one, it was subtitle only. If I wasn't a fan of Mob Psycho, I don't know that I would have necessarily wanted to watch this whole thing, without there being a dub. But that's me. Like, I know some people really don't care about things being subtitles only. But I feel like if you're familiar with Mob Psycho, or if you're interested in Mob Psycho, maybe check this out and get a feel for the story, and maybe you'll like the anime.
Yeah, I thought this one, it plays out more like an after-school drama.
Yeah.
Yeah, very definitely low budget. I liked the characters, but to me, compared to the anime, it's such a far cry. It's almost, to me, unrecognizable as the same property. I do think they do the characters justice. I don't feel like anyone was misportrayed.
All right, I appreciate that.
Yeah, they did a good job with what they had. But I absolutely adore the anime. It is one of my favorite shows of all time. This was not. It was amusing.
Yeah,
it's not bad. It was amusing, but
I do wish they could have did more with what they had. But unfortunately, that was all she wrote apparently.
For me, this is a C tier at best.
That's fine. All right, the next we watched the final season of The Boys.
Yeah. All the storyline, most of the storylines anyway, that you wanted wrapped up or get wrapped up.
So yeah, this was I believe the 5th season.
Yep,
of the
fifth
series.
And final season.
And yeah, it was. This has been quite the ride getting to watch this show over the years. Definitely a really great show. If you're unfamiliar, The Boys is a group of vigilantes who are fighting against the corrupt power of the Supes. Led by Homelander, played by Anthony Starr. He is basically, what if Superman was an evil a-hole?
Yeah.
I know there's definitely been stories where there's an evil Superman, but this one is definitely nothing like those.
I feel like he did it best.
He does it. Yeah, he does it great. We even saw a horror movie last year. Was it last year? Cobweb, because Anthony Starr was in it, and I wanted to see what he was like when he wasn't playing this character. But in any case,
he was also an Auntie Donna, the one episode.
So the Boys, you got Billy Butcher in the middle there, who's Keith Urban, who was just who played Johnny Cage in Mortal Kombat 2. We also have we got Kimiko, we got Frenchie, we have Starlight, who is the only superhero that was formerly part of the hero team, who joins them. Spoilers for the first season.
This show's pretty old.
And got Mother's Milk, and down here we got Huey. Huey is the everyman main character of the story. Billy Butcher is the big draw of the heroes. But yeah, this show starts and ends with Huey. It's all about his journey through this whole story.
A-Train.
Yes. But anyhow, what did you think of the final season? I know some people seem to have not liked how they ended things.
Yeah, that's gonna be true for every single show ever that goes on for this long. Like 5 years, 5 seasons anyway, longer than 5 years between, with all the things considered. You're gonna be disappointed no matter how you end it. I love Stranger Things.
I was not disappointed though.
Yeah, I wasn't either. I'm fine with it, and even if the ending was like, oh man, not what I was hoping for, it's still fine. Like,
okay,
like you're never going to be happy with how it ends ever, and there's always outcry at the end of it. Every beloved series, so I am not impressed with the arguments that say,
okay,
oh, the ending was bad. Why? But I liked it a lot. I thought it was a good show. I found the ending satisfying.
Me too.
Wasn't exactly what I wanted, but that's kind of the way the show goes.
Okay.
I would say that this was an A tier, maybe even S tier show.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you were grabbing it. Sorry.
I was trying. Yeah. I don't know. I would be willing to put it in an S.
Okay.
Like, it had everything that I wanted. It is definitely an adult's show for... No, not for kids at all. But anyway, we got regular show, The Lost Tapes. Watch it, losers. Yes, regular show is back. They had 10 episodes so far. I don't know if there's going to be any more, but they stopped airing new episodes, so I'm assuming this is it for season 1. Animation can be kind of weird sometimes with how short or long it can be. So I am taking this gap in airings to mean we watched it all. So yes, The Lost Tapes takes place both after the end of the original series and during. The first episode focuses on Pops, who is enjoying his retirement, and he's reflecting on his days working in the park with Mordecai and Rigby by watching his old tapes of his glory days.
They get where he's living or existing, and they get one tape that has all their memories and his breaks.
Yes, so he ends up coming across a whole stash of lost tapes, and that's the content we get to see. Where basically we get to jump back into the middle of the series, some even to the prior to the start of the original series for some episodes. But it's basically just back to the good old days where Mordecai and Rigby were just working at the park and hanging out with Margaret and
Oh, why did you have to bring the names up?
You said Margaret.
Oh, I did. I
But
brought the names up. I'm terrible with names.
but
Listen, it doesn't mean I don't love it. I just bad
but
with
anyhow,
names.
the coffee shop girls are back in this, and I think even one episode, Cloudy J is CJ is
Yep,
shows
she
up.
shows up.
I don't think she had any lines, but anyhow, yeah, this was really great getting to see these characters back again. The writers, the animators, they still got it. It feels like the show never left. Oh wow, okay.
I love the show. It's really well written. It's always
I
entertaining.
hope we get more. But anyhow, next we have this is one that I had been putting off watching, and you had already seen. But Being John Malkovich, starring John Cusack, Cameron Diaz, and Catherine Keener, and obviously John Malkovich. This was a very, very, very weird movie. This guy is a wannabe puppeteer. He is very unsuccessful. Nobody wants to give him a shot. He finds a job at this really weird half a floor building, and while he's working at this new job, he finds this weird little door and hidden behind a filing cabinet that when you crawl inside of it, you end up peering through the eyes of John Malkovich for 15 minutes before you're spit out onto the Jersey Turnpike, I think it is. Was it?
I think so.
Jersey?
I don't remember it that much.
Maybe it's Los Angeles Turnpike. Anyway, you end up on the side of the highway. You just get dumped out, fall out of the sky, land on an embankment. Somehow they never think to put like a mattress or some kind of cushioning there. Nobody ever seems to be complaining, or hurt their ankle. Nothing. It's so weird. But anyhow, it is a very weird movie. John Malkovich is probably the thing he's most known for. I'd say just by factor of his name is in the title. How often is an actor's name the title of a movie? And yeah, Cameron Diaz, you do not recognize. I did not recognize her in the slightest. She completely transformed in this. John Cusack's also pretty well hidden, I feel. It's hard to realize it's him unless you know him rather well. You had seen this prior. I watched this on my own. What did you think of the movie?
I enjoyed it. It's very weird and meta. I could not wrap my head around everything, but there's a lesson about living vicariously and being yourself and all of that. There's a lot of little things I cannot quantify it exactly, but I think that's kind of the point.
Quite possibly.
You're supposed to question things and try and figure things out. Long after the movie's over, you've got questions that you want answered.
Charlie Sheen also has a weird cameo in this.
I liked it. It's super weird though. I could put it in any one of these tiers.
Oh my.
Like I can say, hey, it's a great movie, but it wasn't appealing to me.
Uh-huh.
But would I watch it again? No, I don't want to watch it again. I'm gonna put it in C.
Okay. Yeah, I'm glad I finally got around to seeing it, but at the same time, it was like, what the heck was that movie? So anyhow, this is one of the movies that we could have probably watched next month, but or this month rather. But Holmes and Watson. This was a movie that was in the works for a while. Originally, it was going to star Sacha Baron Cohen as Holmes, and Will Ferrell was going to be Watson. But in this, we have Will Ferrell is Sherlock Holmes, and John C. Reilly is Watson, and it is definitely one of the movie that you would expect with these two in the title role. They work off each other well. There's lots of silly comedy of their antics, but they also feel like they stick close to the source material of the Holmes and Watson characters, just with a silly esoteric edge to them. I feel like people who are fans of Sherlock Holmes should still think that they did a good job with this. I know that it didn't perform well. People didn't like it, but I'm not sure exactly why.
I think it's just too weird.
You don't go into a movie with these two guys and expect highbrow.
No, but you do want to. I think it's fair to dislike it, but I liked it. It was definitely more entertaining than I expected it to be. I am very happy they didn't make I always hate the trope of the buffoon that fails upwards.
Uh-huh.
It's funny sometimes, especially, but I didn't want them to take this character like Sherlock Holmes and just make him an idiot that just somehow gets all this. He actually is a smart, good detective in this movie, but he's also just kind of a jerk.
Yes.
He's
Also,
a
Ray
huge
Fiennes
jerk.
shows up in this.
Yeah, and I liked him. I liked the cameos. They do this whole mental
Yes.
imagery thing that they did in the Robert Downey Jr.
Yes.
version. I liked it a lot. I thought the story was amusing. It does not follow any singular Sherlock Holmes story.
Yeah,
It's
as far as I know, anyway.
yeah, it may take inspiration, but it is mostly its own thing.
Also, Hugh Laurie has a cameo.
Yes, the house, for people who are unfamiliar, I don't know how you could be, was a doctor. He was based on Sherlock Holmes.
Yes.
And, but he's a doctor, solving doctor things, sometimes in ways that do not align with the real world.
Okay.
Usually, but
anyhow,
not always.
So, what did you think of Holmes and Watson?
I thought it was really funny. It was definitely way better than I expected.
Okay.
I think I would have enjoyed this in the theater.
All right.
B.
All right. All right. Next, we went to a much older movie. This one is called Pandemonium. Finally, a movie that is totally taste-free.
Yeah.
Such a perfect tagline for this movie. It definitely was free of taste.
Yes, a flavor of any kind.
So yeah, there's a horse, a Canadian Mountie, football players, and cheerleaders. Cheerleaders are like the main focus of it. But yeah, Judge Reinhold is in this, and is once again in one of his most early roles. He's for some reason blonde in this. It was very strange to see him be bleach blonde. But in any case, I'll go into the cast a little more later. Apparently, when this came out on Blu-ray, which I was shocked that it came out on Blu-ray, it got this amazing poster for it. But yeah, it is a slasher movie at a cheerleading camp. And it is definitely not the kind of movie that is a serious slasher movie. I found this article on it that I wanted to read here. That does a good job of talking up why it's such an incredible movie for how bad it is.
Yes.
40 years ago, The Unintentional Horror of Pandemonium from 1982. Pandemonium is a notoriously terrible movie, and yet there is every reason in the world to post about it today. Not just the 40th anniversary of its release date, and the fact that director Alfred Soul passed away earlier this year, but because it has legendary all-star cast, it prompts a brain-busting amount of speculation about how and why it got made. What do I mean about a legendary cast? Well, how about Tommy Smothers of the Smothers Brothers? Carol Kane, still on Taxi at the time. Paul Reubens, already famous as Pee Wee Herman. Judge Reinhold, fresh off of Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Dave L. Lander, still on Laverne and Shirley at the time. He was Lenny. Mark McClurg. Jimmy Olsen from the Superman movies. Deborah Lee Scott from Mary Hartman and its sequels, as well as Welcome Back Kotter and Angie. Eileen Brennan, then still on Private Benjamin. And then newcomer Phil Hartman, as well as veteran stars Eve Arden, fresh from Grease. This was her last movie. Donald O'Connor, Kay Ballard, and Tab Hunter, recently revived by John Waters. The least famous person among the principals, Candice Azara, was nearly as well known as the others. The film came out during a streak in which she was also in The World's Greatest Lover, 1977, with Gene Wilder. House Calls, 1978, Fatso, 1980, with Dom DeLuise, and Easy Money, in 1983, with Rodney Dangerfield. She also starred as Gloria in one of the original pilots for All in the Family. I mean, am I wrong? You assemble an all-star comedy cast like that, you don't want to waste it. Well, this movie wastes it. This is what I mean about it being a mystery. Sort of. It kind of makes sense that Soule is hired to direct it. He had previously helmed the local... It was co-written by Richard Whitley, known as the Penning Rock and Roll High School, 1979, starring the Ramones et al. But somehow Alan Arkush managed to turn that one. I'm not sure about that. With a similar script and location and much less professional ensemble of actors into a much more successful entertainment. Somehow, Soule managed, with a cast of like 36 genuinely hilarious stars, produce something that seems like a teenager's home movie. There's occasional laugh, and the smarter actors gamely attack their lines in something like the correct spirit. This was, after all, the great era of spoofs. The 70s spoof wave was winding down, but the Zucker brothers had just begun the revitalization of the new wave that started with Airplane. That should be an exclamation point on that. But Pandemonium was not the classic slasher spoof. It was clearly intended to be that. It was not this clearly. It wasn't the classic slasher spoof that it was clearly intended to be. That would need to wait for the glories of the tongue-in-cheek Scream from 1996 and the flat-out burlesque Scary Movie from 2000.
Yeah, fair article. Okay, there we go.
So yeah, what did you think of the movie?
I like that I was able to recognize a lot of the actors.
Yes.
I like the time period setting. I love the 80s. There was at least one or two scenes where I did genuinely find it to be funny. And if I could just cut the movie down to those scenes, not only would it only be like 5 minutes, but it would be way more funny. Overall, final score, I hated it. It's a D tier.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, sorry. Oh, what did you do with the? There we go. Sorry.
Okay. So we got only a couple left, but we saw Casino next. This was quite a long movie, but Martin Scorsese doesn't seem to do anything short. But it stars Robert De Niro, Joe Pesci, and Sharon Stone. This one very much in the same vein as a previous movie we had seen with the two of them. But yeah, the fact of the matter is, I had seen the movie and loved the movie. Gene Austen's Mafia, which is, I believe, a Zucker Brothers movie, which parodies both Casino and the Goodfellas, which I was alluding to earlier, that they were also in. Whereas Goodfellas is a lot about the mafia and drugs. Casino is all about this about the world of Las Vegas and obviously the casino. As we can see here, the tagline is "No one stays at the top forever." What's that?
Keep going.
So basically, it was very interesting to have two different narrators throughout the movie. We constantly shift back and forth between De Niro and Pesci's perspective, and it's narrated a lot of the movie. I'd say the first whole half hour is nothing but a narration going over what the business of the casino is to the audience before we finally get into the actual actors getting to talk with each other and have scenes and such. But yeah, a lot of the same actors in both movies, and very much a Italian led cast here. Yeah, for one thing, I'd say Pesci was definitely a much bigger character, or much more bombastic character in the Goodfellas compared to this. He still has a bit of that, but he's a lot more reserved, I feel. He's not the full I'll kill you if you look at me wrong kind of guy the whole time. De Niro, definitely very great to see him in this. He does a great job. Although I really question his judgment sometimes on a lot of these things. He knows the business of running the casino, but everything else in his life he seems to screw up. And Sharon Stone is pretty much a lot of that. I don't know if it's just me, but I did not care for her character. I could have done with this movie not having her in it, and it probably would have cut like an hour out of the film. But anyhow, what did you think?
I thought it was really long, uh, interesting, but ultimately, but I'm sorry. I know people love this movie. I know someone who's it's their favorite movie.
Yes.
I thought it was boring, and
Okay.
I fell asleep.
Yes.
I said, "Hey, listen, I grew up in the age. I grew up in
I
the
feel like you
80s,
didn't
and
miss a whole lot when you fell asleep.
yeah, I woke up
I filled you
and
in on what you
yeah,
needed to
yeah,
know.
and I felt like I didn't really miss anything taking a
Yes.
nap. I did like. There was a lot of notable things about the movie that I liked. It was definitely interesting, but I wouldn't do it again.
Oh wow.
Do you
Okay.
want to see? Open and see.
Yeah. Now
It's not bad. It's a
again,
good movie, and
a,
I understand why people like
a
it.
lot of a lot of this is like it's kind of weird the way I like and hate it hate things about it because of how much it's like Jane Austen's Mafia. Jane Austen's Mafia took both those movies and stuck them together along with The Godfather, which another one I haven't seen. But anyhow, yeah. Go back a second.
Oh,
So yeah, it actually mentions Sharon Stone got Best Actress for this movie. So I thought that was pretty cool. Oh well, whatever.
sorry.
You can read it. But anyhow, so next one we got is the last movie we saw was Rushmore, starring Jason Schwartzman and Bill Murray with Olivia Williams. I'm
Yes.
unfamiliar with who she is. But anyhow, it says Magnificent, the best and most beautiful movie of 1998, the best comedy of the year. What did you think? Did you think it holds up to those lofty
I'm sure of that year,
proclamations?
probably.
Uh,
Listen, I remember seeing the trailers. This Jason Schwartzman was actually in the old town. He visited not too far from where we live, because he had a band
Really?
at the time.
Huh.
He had taken a hiatus from acting for a while after this movie. At least that's what I'd heard in the media. Um, I think he's a great actor. He is amusing. All the actors are great. I found the story to be interesting. There were some whimsical bits. Um, it was interesting to see the movie basically shot from this lot of kids' points of views in this movie. Um, I didn't think it was funny. I thought, well, I thought it was
Yeah.
amusing. I thought it was
Yes.
amusing. There wasn't a single gag that like a LOL that.
Yeah.
I
Agreed.
understand that's not the point,
Maybe.
but interesting movie, well put together. I think it's a good movie. I not for me though.
Yeah, there was some weird things in there, including the fact that he falls in love with a teacher at the school, not his teachers for some reason, but just a teacher, and pursues a romance with her where she does not like that he's trying to romance her.
S tier. No. I'm comfortable with D.
Okay,
And
so
again,
yeah,
I understand. I'm not trying to tell you you shouldn't like the
now
movie. I'm just
the
saying,
fact they were
not for
both
me.
in these two movies are in D, I did think they both were worth watching. I definitely think Pandemonium was worth watching more so as a train as you would watch a train that's crashing.
Yeah, it's
It is fascinating how terrible
yeah. It's
Pandemonium
like,
was.
how did it even get
Yeah,
made?
that article said everything I wanted to say about that, so I had to just read it. I'll link it in the description if you want to read it for yourself. But anyhow, the last thing we watched is Punisher: One Last Kill. This one,
I watched it twice.
this one is leading into his appearance in the new Marvel movie, so I had to see it. I've not seen any of his previous playing of the character, but
I've seen it all.
I've seen both the '90s Punisher movie and the Punisher Warzone movie. I
Oh,
like both of those. I know some people don't like them for some reason, but I really like the character, and I was torn with this one.
I had actually. I
Not
don't.
not having seen the two seasons of his show to know how he got to this point or how much of a badass he got to
And
be
the
before
Daredevil.
this. But the whole like similar to Spider-Man, he lost his uncle,
It's
he became a hero.
PTSD.
Yeah, it is. It is. But it's like when I want to see Punisher, I want to see him being this tough burly badass who gets to kick a lot of criminal butt and violently.
Yeah.
Somebody in your stream the other day asked you if you'd played the Punisher video game. Notoriously, it was so violent that they had to censor the game by having it turn black and white during the interrogation scenes. Uh, this movie, this special,
It's a
a special
special
presentation. It was hard for me to watch just by the fact that a lot of it is spent on him, like really being sad, hallucinating, and like wanting to just end his life. Very very depressing stuff. And I want to watch Punisher, kill a bunch of bad people, and he eventually does do that. We get there eventually, and when it happens, it's glorious. The only downside is once that stops, it's almost over. It's like he saves these people, and okay, oh, here's that one jerk character we saw at the beginning. He takes him down, and this shot, and the movie, and it's over. So I was a little let down by that, but it also, I guess it's like, hey, go watch the movie he's gonna be in. If you're wanting more of him, that's what we wanted. That's what we wanted to do with this.
Okay, so I would like to say I also saw the Dolph Lundgren movie.
You have that, and I want to watch that.
I've seen all of the things. I thought I have a very different opinion from Sakako. I'm another one that
Yes.
I enjoy the ride. If you go into this only wanting to see him kill people and not deal with PTSD, then yeah, you're gonna be left wanting for a lot of it. I think that if you go in just to enjoy the character, enjoy the emotional turmoil and the stakes, it's nice that Marvel's actually trying to set stakes for this.
Yeah, I agree. That's fair.
Instead of just mindless action. I like mindless action.
Yes,
but I
love mindless action.
I also like story.
Okay.
And this one had a lot of it. It made the Punisher seem more human, relatable, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I enjoyed it from the very beginning all the way to the very end. To me, this is S tier.
Okay. All right.
I really
did Dolph Lundgren's Punisher have anything?
I don't remember much from that.
Okay, so we'll have to judge that when we watch that. But anyhow,
I saw it.
You want to try? There you go. Put that there. There we go. All right. So yeah, not too bad. A little bit more biased towards the B and C, but hey, that's not bad. Again, no F. None of these movies. I mean, granted, a lot of times there have been a few times during our movie watching times where we just gave up on a movie. It was like, okay, this movie sucks.
Yeah, movie has to be pretty bad for me to give up on it. Like, I do not
going to name any names here, but yeah, there was at least a few not this month, but in the previous months where we started watching it and this wasn't connecting with us. And I try to give it at least a half-hour treatment. If we're still not invested by half an hour in, like, okay, you want to call it here.
Yeah, I hate doing it, but...
So that's going to be it for this list. Let us know what you think. Have you seen any of these movies? What did you think? Did we under or overrate any of these movies that you've seen, or shows even? Let us know your thoughts. We'd love some feedback. But anyhow, that's gonna do it for this video. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye.
Bye.
Happy Fursuit Friday!